Hello, and welcome to Sisters in Lit and Life, where we discuss the lit we read and life. I'm Layla.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Rayn.
I'm Trina.
And this week we are missing Trenda, so miss you, Trenda.
See you soon.
Yes, can't wait for you to come back. This week was Rain's pick with the darkest child. So, Rain, you want to give us a little recap?
Yes, okay. The Darkest Child. It was a historical fiction pick. Trigger warnings all through it, but just a real quick recap. It is set in like the 50s. I took notes. Set in the 50s, they're in rural Georgia. It tells the story from the perspective of one of the middle children. Her name is Tangie Mae, of Rosie or Roselle, which is the mother. So she had, I think, 10 kids by multiple different
Everybody
fathers,
didn't different.
multiple different fathers.
Everybody in the town.
It's like crazy, right? So it tells her as a middle child and her life behind this mother who is wicked. Like, she is tormenting these children. She is the darkest of the 10. It starts off with her mother as a cleaning this house of these white people, and she's gonna teach her daughter how to clean it because she said today is the day she gonna die, so she not working no more. And so she goes home, comes to find out she's pregnant, so she has another baby.
Not just pregnant, you in labor.
She said she can die. She said she told them people she was gonna die and she wasn't coming back. And baby, when she meant that because she didn't go back. And so her children basically were tasked with coming up with her money by any means necessary. She was taking them to the farmhouse, which was the little local brothel. And Tangie Mae is 13 years old. She really wants to go to school, but you know, her mama said, you're going to have to make this money. So it's really just a story about them being tortured left and right. Her mom just putting fear in their heart on why they shouldn't leave her. She kills the youngest baby by throwing the baby off the porch.
And
She stabbed one.
She
stabbed one in the hand because she told him don't touch the box.
With the hand.
Like I said, she scalped 2 of them because she wanted their hair.
Or getting them.
It's just full of trauma with these children, and so the breaking point for Tangie Mae. What was the breaking point? I don't even remember because I don't know what the breaking point was.
The breaking point was her burning her sister, and they left.
Oh yeah, she burned.
Yeah.
I mean, this book. This book had to been a good 400 some pages.
I think it was when what's his name beat her with that belt on her back. I feel like that was kind of where she just was like, let me go ahead and start washing my hands of this lady.
No, but she didn't leave. Yeah, she didn't leave until she got what's her name? Terabelle.
Terabelle, yeah. But Terabelle was plotting to
kill
ready the mother.
Leave. She knew she had it.
I think she thought about that a long time ago. She was planning to kill her mother.
Terabelle.
Well,
yeah, because
she had to look and see though at what her older sister went through, who had plotted and planned and basically tried to escape but got dragged back, and then there was a punishment. So what's her name?
She kept coming back. Mushy.
Yeah.
Mushy is the oldest daughter, and she had a fear of just becoming her mother like her mother. But so she drank, she slept with who she wanted to sleep with. She did go in and out of town, but when she would leave, they would send her letters saying, hey, this is going on. Mm-hmm. The older brother got in trouble. He going to jail. Come back. We need your help. Mama did this. We need your help. So she would try to come back to help her siblings and get looped back into the trauma again. She was gone for a nice little minute, and then the situation happened with the mother losing her mind. She was playing crazy. Honestly,
I think she was playing crazy.
She was playing crazy, and she had to move in with Moochie and the married man she was sleeping with, and take care of her mom.
That crazy. She was not that crazy enough to kill one of her kids.
That lady was plotting to kill her. She said, "Oh, baby, you got me. You think you gonna get me? I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you." Yeah.
And she did burn up her daughter. It's a lot, but it really just depicts this wicked mother and the trauma that this child went through in her 13 years before she finally decided. I guess she was about 15, 16 when she left.
Yeah, because she was about to graduate.
She was about to graduate high school, so she finally
or she did
decided
graduate.
to leave.
She did graduate.
She took her degree, and then she took Laura with her.
The youngest sister.
The surviving sister.
Yeah. So that's my wrap up. I know I ain't give a whole lot of detail,
that's
but
okay.
It's one of those things. Like, you really have to read it because it's so much that goes on in this book.
There is.
But majority of it is just trauma from this mother. I just can't even imagine.
So the first discussion question I got was, so the place to start a discussion is with the obvious, Roselle. What is wrong with her? Is she too horrible to believe as this character?
I don't think so at all. I think in the time frame, people that are poor, you don't have a lot of options. You don't have a lot of education. And you're making bad choices because you've slept with somebody. You're using this as a means to make it men, but you're not using birth control. So you end up with a lot of kids. So it's about survival. She doesn't have any attachment to them. She was having sex for survival. And I think she's completely detached. You can tell she never wanted to be a mom, but since I have you, this is the only thing I own in this world. This is the only thing I have. They were just possessions. They weren't beings to be loved. Mm-hmm. So to me, it can't be. Say that again.
It's like Sam. She left us some Sam.
Oh yeah.
No, the older. It was just weird because she never took the baby. The last one that she had, she never even
touched
until she threw the baby off the porch.
Yeah, but even before that, like that was the other kids was taking care of that baby. She never touched it, rocked it, fed it, changed it, none of that.
Martha
and when she did, was she early on? She was feeding it like evaporated milk and water.
Yeah, she didn't have no milk.
She didn't even.
But was she the one feeding the baby? I don't think she was.
No, she wasn't.
No, they didn't touch the baby. There, so they could. Yeah.
Well, that's what they drank back then. Like,
that wasn't no formula back in the day.
But what I was saying is, like, she was even so detached. I'm not gonna even nurse. I'm not gonna. You can't.
Yeah, she wasn't holding the baby.
Nah, as soon as she came home from the hospital, she was like, "Come and get this baby," and then she left. Oh yeah, the diapers and stuff is in the bag.
I think what got me the most have babies anymore, but then she ended up pregnant again.
Right, but that's what they told. She said that's what they told.
I don't
her,
think she was. Clearly. I think she was lying.
She wasn't pregnant.
I think she had a hysterectomy because then she said when she had Joy,
she did.
She had to get all her stuff taken out. She's like, they took all my stuff out with her.
But she said so much. I was like,
she was such a liar.
But that was to manipulate the kids. That was to keep them attached.
Right. The craziest thing in the book was when she sold her daughter to Velman for the car. I was like, well,
first of all, and this man is a grown ass man, and the girl is a little girl.
She was younger than she was older.
She was old. She was 14.
Yes.
Tangy was older, right? 13. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You talking about Tara Bell?
No, she talking about the one
Martha Jean.
Yes.
I thought Martha was okay.
Yeah, Martha Jean was the one that was that. Now, the only part that wasn't believable, and I was kind of like, because they were signed to Martha Jean, but y'all ain't had did y'all make up your own sign?
I think they did.
They had their own way.
Yeah. They did. Because remember when she was over there telling her about the man, and he was over here talking about the devil, like, and the way that she signed. They made their own shit.
He was like, what's the word for this? And she's like, we don't know that word because we never used it before.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I thought that was crazy. Like it worked out better, I think, for her in the end because Velman got her out of there and stuff like that. Skeeter's cousin. These names was killing me. Hambone. I was like, oh Lord.
the kid that I kind of was just like respected the most, even though you tell she was traumatized, was Mushi, because I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna get out, and she was trying to get her siblings. I think she had guilt of I'm gone, and I want them to not be in this situation. I'm gonna do my best to sing for y'all, and I guess she finally realized, hey, I'm screwing. Mama done got me going down here to the shed screwing for her. I can screw for myself and get myself out of this situation. Not that that's a good situation. But again, that's those generational things where you don't have education, you do what you see. And that's what she saw her mama do. That's what her mama had her practicing. So she did it. But I think I can't remember who Tanjime was having a conversation with whenever she was like, I'm leaving. As soon as I turn 18, and she was like, you can come. But Tanjime was like, no, I can't leave. She's like, but you're smart.
Was it Maddie?
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Okay. There's a lot of
she was having a conversation with Tangy though, telling her that she was gonna leave, and she was stacking her money up soon as she turned 18.
And she should have just left because she didn't make it.
But Tangy,
I know.
But she did leave. She did leave. She left and went and moved in with the lady.
She did, and then came back.
But she didn't come. She didn't technically come back.
She thought it was safe because Mushi could come in and out. Mushi could come and visit.
But she didn't come visit. She only popped up because she was trying to kill the mom.
No, and she had planned it because she said, I watch Mama while y'all go to
the ceremony. Wanted to go to the ceremony. I mean, treat her. I would have just been done. Like
just let her go.
I didn't mean like come back and stay, but she came back to deal with the situation. Like,
right.
I wouldn't have did it. And then by myself.
But I think it was more like they were so, I guess, just trauma bonded, like as children, because they only had each other. And for Terabelle, it's like y'all are still. I still have younger siblings there. Y'all still trapped by mama. This lady done. We had all got away. Mushi had got away. Now she playing crazy, and now y'all living with her, taking care of her. Y'all. The only way we're gonna be rid of this lady is if she's gone.
Yeah. Because even Tangy May says it. Sometimes I want to kill her. Like she's like, the only way we're gonna get rid of her is if she dies, and she never gonna die. So someone gotta have to kill her.
And you know what? I wanted to her daddy Crow or whatever his name was.
Crow.
I was like, now you know what type of woman this woman is. You're meeting your daughter. She's 13, so you acting like a floozy too. And he's like, so he obviously knew about it. He's like, oh, we made a beautiful princess. I wanted to marry your mama. I wanted to make a good home for these kids, but your mama said I was too dark. Now, what kind of kid did she think she was gonna have with a dark man just because you were very fair skinned? Did you think that?
Because sometimes they do be coming out a little light.
Yeah, well, I remember watching the movie Passing a long time ago, and when they was trying to pass as white ladies back in the day, and she had a baby, and she was afraid the baby was gonna be dark.
Right.
She's black, so she's like, I don't know what color my baby's gonna turn out to be.
Well, honestly, they would. I don't think they were thinking about getting pregnant because they was just having killers left and right. Baby, because when she popped out and told her friend that she had a baby by her friend husband.
I know,
baby, Miss Pearl.
She said,
when Pearl told her, I'm coming over there.
I'm coming to get all my stuff.
Then Frank, what's his name? Fred?
Kevin or Kenneth?
No, it was like Frank.
Frank.
That's Frank. Frank was like, everything Frank gave you. She said, baby, here you go. This all I got left.
He left Eden, right? The baby.
Eden.
Edna.
But wasn't it the kids that kind of gave it away that he would been down to the shack, or
it was Mushi?
It was Mushi that was being trying to be funny.
And she did that. She did it multiple times because I remember she did it. She used to say, "I'm about to go in here and basically cause drama." Because she did it at the house that one day. She's like, "Oh, Mama, we used to be
well, she was old. So you got all this gray hair."
Yeah, she did it a few times. Like I think she did it 2 times when she was like, "Putting her in her place." Is what she used to say. But I think the mom had like some kind of, I think she had schizophrenia or something because she
had personality disorder for sure.
She has something in her, like who literally the bug.
No, but hold on. They was like
the devil when she's swallowing the devil and stuff.
She was like, no, them ain't bugs. Them is all the men.
And the first thing that popped in my head, I was like, she got crabs.
I thought it was too. But she said they were all on her. I was like,
we got Sam, Wait, let me get back to the questions real quick. Hold on. We know. So
Tara Bell, Martha Jean,
Harvey.
Wow. And how Harvey over here beating his woman, but you can't beat your mama to keep your hands off of all the people?
But that's what it is. When you can't have control here, let me go over here and show that I'm overpowered.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous. Okay, so how would you describe Tangi May? What are her dreams and what degree does she have to compromise them to appease her mother? Would you describe Tangi May as wise beyond her years or naive?
Tangi May was the smartest dumb person I know.
But see, I don't think she was dumb. I think that she wanted to help her siblings, and as she was learning little things, because I do think she was the one that was the most sheltered. Even to be 13, I was surprised she wasn't already at the shack. And I think the mama didn't send her to the shack because she thought she's so dark, she's not going to bring home a lot of money. So I think she actually was a little bit more sheltered than the rest of them. So she didn't have to grow up as fast. But as she started seeing stuff and hearing stuff, it was like, not to protect myself, I don't want them to have to deal with it.
She didn't want her two younger siblings to have to go. Because even her
mom. And the mama played on that too, because
she did. If you don't go, I'm gonna send Laura.
Yeah, she started when she
and so she was like, I'll go
on the baby.
Yeah. She said, I'll go, mama. Because they said the curse was like their time of the month. I got the curse. And she was like, oh, okay, well, go ahead and get eaten. You know, they like them young. You know, you mean 6-year-old little
right. Man.
But I thought she was naive. I wouldn't necessarily say she was dumb because she only knows so much. I guess when she's the smartest dumb person that's naive because she's obviously smart for what they taught
in school.
Black people. Like, we don't know what level of smart. Like, everyone in the community says she's smart, but you know, she might count to 10, and that's smart for them.
No, who was the man that was over here talking about you supposed to be the smartest person, and he got to asking questions. He was like, you ain't smart.
Yeah. Jeff, because he left.
Well, I don't even remember who it was.
There were so many people in this book.
It was a whole.
There were a lot of characters,
but I think for Tangi May, she was smart to the point where for there's a difference between book smart and street smart.
Right.
She was book smart. Absolutely. She could study.
She was book smart, but she wasn't. I
wouldn't say she's not a survivor because she did survive it, but I feel like she wasn't like the person
who was
easily
manipulated by her mom, though.
Yeah, a lot. I feel like a lot, even because even Velman kind of manipulated her. Or, what's his name, Velman? Because he was the one who was
the poster man.
Whoever took Martha Jean, because before he got with her, he used to be like talking to her a little bit, like not like talking.
Oh, give her the coat, and I put a scarf in there.
Because I'll put you a scarf. Yeah, I'll put you a scarf in there.
But she was taking up. She didn't want her sister to go with him, though.
She didn't. She knew something was wrong. She didn't mama.
She didn't know who he was
over the sister because she knew what her mama was gonna do.
Her mama was gonna beat the hell out of them,
and she did.
I was about to say, and she did.
But let's talk about the mama. How can you ask these kids, are you out here embarrassing me? Because you didn't want them to be sexually active, but you grooming them for the shed. You don't want them to be sexually active. They are living in fear. I don't want to be seen with no boy. I don't want my mama to get me because that boy.
Because she has control over that. She ain't getting no money. Yeah, she ain't getting no money when they sleep with random people.
Mm-hmm. She was holding them up basically.
Yeah, she said I need.
But she hadn't sent Martha Jean to the farmhouse.
She didn't.
I don't think she probably did.
She probably didn't because she was labeled as a dummy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That lady didn't care because if it was something she needed, because that's what made her start sending Tangi May over there when the son got locked up and she's supposed to be paying the lawyer. So she sent.
But I think she started because Tara Bell was the only one doing it. But I think she didn't have all of them.
No, Musha was too.
But I think boys were giving her money.
And then I think Tara Bell
stopped giving her money because he got locked up by the sheriff, who his daddy.
Wait a minute, that sheriff like, that's because you was passing and you done been with every man in the county and she said, you want me now? He said, I don't want to take nothing home to my wife.
And I literally for real, I think that they all had crabs.
That was the bugs.
Yes.
What did the lady say? I made a note. The lady that Tangi May went to go work for. She said, Miss Beatrice. She said, "Do you know there's a difference between calling a person a nigger and a Negro?" I asked. "Sure, I do," she answered and explained with such simplicity that my anger dissolved and was replaced by pity. Baker says all the Negroes move north. He says niggers stay in the South because they don't have no sense of direction. I said, this bitch.
I know, right?
I was just
Right.
The way she said it, it was just so like, well, obviously, like, this is why. I'm like, you dumb.
But you could tell she was just like stupid.
Baker said she can't come around here no more. I was like,
yeah.
I think she was. I think something was wrong with her. She was just like,
she was like, I can call her whatever I want to call him.
Like it was nothing wrong with it. She was just
stuck in the days. Like she was special.
Yeah.
And
I see what
you tried to tell her,
like I can't even be mad because you're just ignorant and
right.
don't know. So it's different. Like some people, they know, like you know what you're doing, but this lady just blindly.
Just
that's what it's like.
Don't you go out there calling them niggas?
That's what no, but hold on. She told the dude, and she was like, "All right, now she a little touch. She might slip up. Don't beat her ass."
She had to drop. She had to break it down. Now he was like, "Hold up, you taking up for her?" She was like, "No. I'm just saying, I'm more worried about you,
right? That you don't cause no problem. It's already an uproar out here.
They gonna burn the whole white market down. I said, "Get it, Sam."
I wanted to know what happened to him.
He left.
I feel like we would have known what
was it. Him and ham bone.
Baby, they burned that shit
and somebody else.
Gone. You hear me?
Gone.
Yeah, I feel like we would have known what happened to Sam Part 2.
I think he got away. I think he just went up north.
But I mean, damn, they couldn't have found a letter under the rock or something.
Nah, maybe. I mean, the author, the author passed.
I know, but I'm just saying, you could have told me that he was gone. You could. He left.
What
in
was
like
crazy
chapter 26.
too? Who was the one who was always the one they hung? Who was that?
Junior.
What was his real name though? Okay. So who was the person who was out talking about like sending letters in the mail, trying to get stuff going? And Tangy May was like, well, they read the mail at the post office. He's like, what? Is he the one who got hung?
Oh, yep.
So I was like,
no, I thought that was Hambone. Was it Hambone?
That was Hambone.
That was Hambone because he was a talkative one.
Because he was the one that was
like
talking
the civil rights. He wanted like to get things going.
Yeah,
he was offended. Like they opening the mail. They
so
he
got to go quick. He was like, hold on. Let's cause an uproar.
I wish he had tied that up in the book because he was gone. He wasn't coming back. I mean, maybe in the second week would have came back. Maybe I don't know. But I wish you had tied that up. And I would have wanted to give me the scene what happened? Why the sheriff hang him? And how the mama with him when he did it? I would have wanted to hear about that scene. What happened?
Because she knew it was with the crowbar. Like she had let it.
She was there.
She was there.
Right.
That's why Tangy corrected her.
Baseball bat, and she was like, "Yeah, they used the crowbar," and everybody like.
Right. No, it was the baby.
When she after what's his name cut his Crow killed him, she had that like she started.
Oh, I think she did explain what happened.
She did a little bit. She didn't explain why. I don't think though.
I just would have wanted to know what's going on, baby.
It's the Saturday Night for White Folks back in the 50s. I guess.
She was probably
okay, but then what you waiting for? Why he doing it?
Yeah. Well, she was fucking him.
Well, what if the boy saw
what is the
her
scenario?
Maybe he saw her
messing with the man with threat.
We don't know. But yeah.
We could just speculate.
That ain't no reason. Them people know y'all going down there to that farmhouse.
But his wife didn't know that he was messing with her or had a kid with her, so he didn't want to jeopardize his family.
Right.
But I think the craziest part was what was the little brother's name? Malik. Wallace, that guy. He done stole the little he found a bike or whatever, right?
Oh,
and he got from his.
The whole time I'm thinking when they said they lynched somebody, I knew it was him. So I was like, they saw him riding the bike, and they probably said he stole my bike. So the whole time I'm thinking, even Tangy May said, "Why you riding around with that bike? You're not afraid that they're gonna see you and beat you up?" And the whole book, I'm like, something happened to him. for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
what did something happen to him at the end? No.
He was staying over at his grandma's house. That was a secret that nobody knew about.
She died. So
yeah, and then he started taking care of the
midwife.
But she was the midwife. But it was really weird, like when she killed Judy. Was that the new baby was Judy, right?
Yeah.
Judy? Okay.
Joy or Judy.
No, Judy.
It was Judy.
Judy.
She came there and was sprinkling something in the yard.
Urine.
Yes.
And and Rosie was like, no, like she was afraid. I think whatever the little voodoo, evidently there's been some crazy shit going on, and she was exposed to it too. So
it's voodoo. Remember, she had the little box underneath the house with the hair.
Oh, was it?
So
who got the pot of water? And that was her mom. They got the pot of water, and said she threw it on her. She said,
"What on his hair?"
Baby Tara Bell said, "Bitch, I knew you was crazy."
Oh, when they was fighting, man, I know Tara Bell was so happy. She said,
she found that hair. She said,
right.
Ooh, I knew something was wrong with you.
Nah, but when she was throwing the holy water on her, she started screaming.
It was just a lot.
It was a lot.
And he was just like, I'm like, does she know that water is not? But okay.
It was a lot going on in this.
In the beginning, when she was like, "Yeah, let the demon in the house." He was like,
it's
the baby
swallowing the demon. I'm looking around like, and what Musha said? Yeah, the demon here. Joking that it was her. I was like, "Oh Lord, why she play with this boy like this?"
Yes. I thought she was gonna die. Look, I thought she was gonna flip the fuck out. Like, bro, don't tell that lady the demon. I was like, that. What was funny? It was like she was like, "You talk about demons and stuff like that. Ain't none of us go to church.
No, not one.
You talk about honor our mother. We ain't got no Bible."
Tara Bell was the one who said, "I went to church and asked," and they said, "I'm going to hell," because I guess she like what they call her in the book of Bulldyke. I was
thinking, her mama told her that what a bull dyke was, and she was like, and then she Tangerine goes back and asks her, "Mama said you a bull dyke," and I was like, "Oh,
I don't know what the hell she talking about."
I know. They never said. I don't even know where that came from either, because I didn't know her talk about. She was messing with a girl, but she said she was going to hell because she don't honor her mother and the fact that that was in the.
She said,
"It's the second book we done read when they threw that shit in there for random reason."
And she said this at least twice in there because she asked Mushi, "Well, do you honor your mother? But do you?" And she kept trying to go around answering that.
Right.
What was crazy? But it was like the mom was like, "I saw her. She was a fireball." I was like, "Oh Lord, not Tara Bell being a fireball."
No, hold on. At the very beginning, where she didn't had all them people come over her house talking about what they bring. Did they bring any money? Oh, well, it's too late now. We can't do it again.
That, and then Miss Pearl came in there and she said, you the most dyingest person I ever seen.
Miss Pearl was funny, man.
Miss Pearl was hilarious.
She said, "You gotta have to stop beating these kids like
Pearl
this."
Helped those kids a lot too.
She did.
Miss Pearl with this coat hanger giving these backroom abortions.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, she did the Tara Bell.
Tara Bell.
Was it Tara?
Right?
Yeah, it was Tara.
It was Mushy, wasn't it?
No.
It was Tara Bell.
Yeah.
Somebody. With these
probably Mushy too, for all we know.
Right. But did they need it? Because when they have like the cycle continue, I could see her being like, "Lord, they're gonna be their mama is gonna get the hooks in these grandkids, and if they girls, she gonna have them doing the same thing. These children will never have lives. They will never get away.
Not with no fucking coat hanger.
No, she shouldn't have done that. But that was the thing in the 50s. Like,
did she make them drink bleach or something? Mm-hmm. They had a coat hanger and she had to drink something that was some kind of chemical that what you want to be drinking. Mm-hmm. I could not see Pearl. Nah.
No. Pearl was helping out when it came to getting dresses for the dance and stuff and making them look nice and but all that other.
This is crazy to me too, and it happens in real life too. Is you see people. And this was another thing about like that book we read, What Happened to Monday. You see these kids that are being mistreated. Like just now this was just extreme.
Shade
but
ahead.
you know, these people, Miss Pearl know, Frank know, neighborhood know,
Everybody.
these people dad know, everybody know. Y'all doing these kids like that.
But in the 50s, we didn't talk that business. We swept stuff under the rug.
Hold on, you flipped the whole baby off the fucking porch
like
into the
not
creek.
how did she
and lit her cigarette? Sat down and lit her cigarette.
And the sheriff come and he was like, "Well, I guess it's just an accident."
But
she started putting on an act. She started putting on an act like she was throwing the baby up. But before that sheriff showed up, she was sitting on there smoking her.
That baby flipped.
Now,
I 87 times.
That didn't shock me that the white sheriff didn't care nothing about this nigga baby being thrown
exactly
across that thing. So that didn't shock me so much as the black people, because even though that's not, that ain't my business, I'm staying in my business, and it was the 50s, but at the same time, you see this lady,
the people in the town was like, we know that you killed that baby.
Yeah, because Wallace,
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all just
don't
you gonna let this lady prostitute her kids, kill her babies, beat them up.
They should have been locked her up.
But they ain't got no room to take in no 9 kids. What they gonna do?
Bama told was it Rosie? He was like, they ain't talking about me. They talking about you. How'd you killed your baby?
Oh, right. Sure did.
They knew that.
So, but what I was mad is that Tangi didn't speak up. Like, you knew,
because you saw your mama flick that baby off the, and in my mind, it was like she fell in some concrete culvert that had water, because she said her sister dove over into it to get her and then climbed back out.
They said it was a rock gully.
But you also have to remember, this is from these children have seen this lady do the most egregious shit from day one. The what she did when she told them when she first had that box and told them don't touch that box, and then they was like, why? So and for her to tell the one that can't hear now, so the one that can't hear, they don't even know you said don't touch the box, and you said here. You gonna give it to her like it's okay for her to touch it, and then stab her with a ice pick in her hand, and then say you ripped it. Who? Which one of these kids finna call somebody? Right. I ain't got shit to say. If I'm one of the kids,
because they don't know if they're gonna end up somewhere worse, or their mama gonna get them before the people get there to help them.
And I feel like you can see your mama.
That lady cracking people's heads open.
And you can see your mom manipulate everyone throughout your whole life to where she's done all this stuff and nothing's happened. So why?
And nothing happens to her.
I think for me, if I see something like that happen to my sister, that would give me more to just leave, like pack my stuff and leave that night.
These are 13-year-olds. They're 13. They're 13.
Was that Tara Bell's baby that officially, unofficially, or Martha's baby? I'm surprised the way she responded. I'm surprised she didn't tell her mama though, because she was so distraught. They had to give her a sedative just to get the baby out of her arms.
Martha Jean gonna tell somebody?
Yeah,
she can't talk.
Was that okay? That's the one that was
But also, what's his name?
Got some paper.
I don't remember his name. How he go in the kitchen and try to rape Tangi May in the kitchen. Remember, what was his name? The one who tried to rape Tangi May in the kitchen.
Oh no, they were outside. They were outside on the porch.
That was the cousin of Velma. I think. What's his name? Skeeter.
That wasn't Skeeter. Was it Skeeter?
No, it wasn't Skeeter. But he was outside, and then Martha Jean hit him upside in the back with like a 2x4 or something. No, a milk crate.
A milk crate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who he was though.
I'm about to tell you right now. Hold on.
Because she talks to him later on, and she was like, "Well, what you was gonna do with me was wrong." She's like, "Oh, you wanted that. You was teasing me, and I didn't know until I saw how scared you were." Sir, get out of here.
I want to say it was
these are all
children. Push nobody
children. They're children.
These are children,
and they're grown men.
Yeah, because I was up here doing a calculation with Velma and Martha. So I was like,
he was an adult.
Yeah, he was at least 25, 26.
Well, how old was Martha?
That was
14.
14?
14, 15, yeah, she was young.
It was still common in the 50s for you to end up with be very young and end up married off.
That's like
I'm glad that
you
she
know?
got away anyway. So I was just like, oh well. I mean, she's younger. She
ended up in a good space. Martha got the good end of the stick.
She did. Mm-hmm. Man, when she caught Tangy May kiss her man.
Baby.
Oh yeah, she was mad.
She came with all that food. She said, "Fuck all this food."
I was like,
don't be cooking for my man in here.
But I was like, he the only decent person in this whole book.
But he was trying to say that she don't tell me that she loved me or whatever. How do I know?
Trust her? She don't trust him.
Well, they can't communicate with each other.
Yeah, you better learn how to write. Shit,
but she can't read.
Well, he better learn to sign, dang it, because if you're gonna be with somebody that can't communicate, like you have to figure it out, like.
Well, she said that. Well, he was saying, I guess they had whatever, they could make out, but
I feel like she was drawn to him anyway, because like she wanted to go with him from the get. She said, "Oh, this."
How did they even meet? Like, did she just go to the post?
She was at the post. They were going to the post office.
Oh,
and she stood outside.
Okay, I was wondering.
She didn't have no coat on.
No coat. He said, "That's my boo right there."
Let me take you to the house. She said, "Oh, don't take me."
I think it was Ombre that was trying to hit on Tandra.
I don't know.
I remember.
Trauma,
there was just all over the book. Yeah,
absolutely.
Because
they don't have any type of positive reaction. I mean, with having interpersonal relationships, even amongst the siblings, because there's betrayal. Even on a positive outlook on what sex is supposed to be, and
nothing.
What it is, like they just nothing is positive. No positive parenting example. So I saw, like, whenever she became an aunt, I thought, look, they're looking at this baby completely different, because we don't have to actually be responsible. And they actually were like, found some joy in caring for the niece. And it was like, well, we can give this one back and go back over here. We don't have to. So I think that was the one positive thing that they did have.
But also she was sold. So
yeah,
like, it was positive.
It wasn't that bad because she wanted to go anyway.
Right, she definitely did. And Tangy May was like, "Bring me too, sister wife. Come on, we can do this."
Okay, baby. But see, Velma, he was like, he kept calling her sister. Let me let you know.
He said, little sister. Little sister. Every time she kissed her man, she loves you. I said, "Oh man, she don't kiss your sister's man."
She was like, "I want him." She told her daddy, "I want him."
Yeah,
bro was like, "You don't know what you playing. You playing with fire now."
Mm-hmm. I know, and I think what got me too, I was trying to keep visualizing what Roselle looks like, because in the book, they say when she's done up, she's beautiful. She's obviously like been passed and stuff, but in my head, she's Mama Ruby. Who said that? I think it was Trina. In my head, she's Mama Ruby from Mary Monroe's book. So she's this overweight woman who smells funky and
she's
overweight. She a gray-eyed, light skin.
Yes, baby. And
Mama, her kids cracked on her. They talked about her, but it was funny, But Rosie is something. It's a child. She's a spawn of Satan.
I mean, I think, and I thought she, like they said, she was very attractive. And I think that even though she had those babies effortlessly, body back, like I didn't see her as, because
it must be slim pickings too, because like it must be slim pickings, because they always sleep with the same woman. The whole town has slept with the same woman. The whole town.
It was a small rural area, so.
And they probably only had one juke joint, So she stayed drunk.
One whorehouse.
Yeah.
I mean, how many are you supposed to have?
I hope you only have one. You don't need more than one.
No, whorehouse to church ratio is supposed to be about the same.
Right.
I don't be counting.
Whole house and churches.
She's whorehouse. And kind of what is he to change me? The way they was talking this book, I was like, oh my gosh, these people are so country.
But you know what? I expected them to be more country. Like, it was Georgia in the 50s. Like, I really thought it was going to be a little bit more. They were a little bit more cityfied with their speaking than what I expected.
Yeah, because Mushy, I feel like she was, out in the world. She was in Cleveland and all that. But when they say like I'm going to the flats, I used to be like, oh, that's so country.
I can't talk.
I'm going to the flats.
I can't talk. Okay.
See, I expected them to be like, they over there in the quarters, like, because that's what they normally call like the black neighborhoods in those little areas, different,
the nice
real name, like
stuff
different
like
little black settlements where we are.
Yes, but what was crazy to me is that she wanted. So the whole time, Tangy made she's gonna go to the whole book of two is like it's crazy because the darkest child, right? There's not a whole lot of colorism. Like there is a lot of colorism but in some parts I was like, well, who's white and who's black? I don't know what color you are. I don't know. Like I thought it was going to be very much more about her being the darkest. And I thought more about her treatment, and it really wasn't. Like it was sad
to all her damn kids.
And I expected more of the education. Like I expected to see more of her being in school, having to deal with a whole lot of racism.
She didn't even integrate.
Yeah, like
she wasn't even on the team because her mom said, "Oh no, you're not doing that." Until he tried to say,
well, she got picked, but
she was picked. But this was in the synopsis, so I thought we would see it. Or it was in the blurb on the book, so I thought we would really see.
I thought we were going to see like chapter halfway through. She was going to get into school, and then they was going to be like doing shit and all kind of crazy stuff. All this other stuff. I was like, is she going to like?
Well, she spoke about one of her friends. I mean, they was talking about what her friends went through, what they was doing to them. But other than that,
they had to desegregate the schools the second year
but
because
then
they said
again,
there was too much.
She wasn't the darkest child.
No.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
The baby.
No, she wasn't like the only one. You know what I'm saying?
She was the darkest
of tell me her siblings.
Yeah, she was the darkest of her siblings.
I think Judy was
black.
Judy was dark too.
It was Judah.
That's why she got
killed Judy.
Edna was black too, wasn't she?
Yeah. Judy, Tangy, and Edna was black.
Yeah, she said there was three of them that was black and the other one was light. That's what she said in the book.
She had them classified by Indian.
Right.
White. So what did she say?
She said native. She said native. And then she said the other one was white children, but the last three was black.
Like I thought it was going to be a lot more about her.
She treated them all like they was trash. So
yeah, she did.
She treated. Yeah, that's why I was like the darkest child. So, but she treated all her kids like she.
Yeah, I thought when I definitely first picked this up, I was like, okay, they're gonna be like super mean to her because she's darker than everybody. But really, she was ass to everybody. Like,
and she did. And honestly speaking, she didn't get it as bad as some of the other ones. As far as like some of the, maybe because she knew. I think she knew how to kind of navigate her mom's moves and stuff because who was it that got their hand? That was Martha got her hand.
Martha Jean.
Because she said, I don't like when my mom's being nice.
And she got her ass whooped when that man showed up at her house.
Oh, she sure did.
Well, Tara Bear got the fighting.
Yep.
Well, you know what? She was nice to the boys.
Oh, she did beat up Tangermain.
She beat her up a couple times.
She beat up and hit her with the butt in her eyes. Yeah, she was.
Now she was nice.
I was like, didn't beat up like that was the boys.
I was about to say, all of y'all didn't just murk your damn mama.
Thank you.
We finna jump on
because all of them didn't care. All of them didn't care. She was dying. They was like, when she gonna die?
But this is your mother. When you think about this, is your mother. You don't want this is your mom. It's hard. I can see. I don't listen. I ain't got that.
As soon as you would have teeter-totted my baby off that fucking porch, man, it'd have been a wrap for you.
But this is 13 years in
there's other people up in there. Look, Tangy, whatever her ass could have killed her then.
Yeah,
terrible.
But I'm saying
I think Martha would have killed her.
Who? Martha? No, but I'm saying like when some there's no different like people
that was
you
like
just
slavery.
Don't know. You don't know
we
how to
outnumbered.
You just stuck.
Fear.
Yeah, you are.
Fear.
Yeah, you're right.
Fear. We outnumbered the slave masters, but look where we were.
But hold on, like she went to the Looney House, and y'all was still available. She done got sent away like twice.
But this is your mother.
They
don't even know how to function. They feel like they can't function. They don't want to leave her, especially Tangerine. She said she didn't want to leave her because, like, everybody leave. The mama was complaining everybody leave her. So it's like I want to love her. I want, maybe if I love her enough,
you want to have this mother relationship.
I'm 2023. I'm gonna leave the fuck out my mama.
That's why I said I couldn't make it in any of these times.
Oh no!
Listen, you over there beating my ass like I'm a slave.
Free mind. I could have been a slave.
I think what was the draw the line for Tangi is when she scapped her the two youngest ones. She was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, but we say that because again, I don't know if I you know, but I say that with a free mind.
Mm-hmm.
I say that not never being in a situation where I feel like this is, you know, if I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this is my sole provider. I can't eat. I can't do nothing without this person.
If you think it was crazy, they were the ones making the money.
Exactly.
If you think about it,
once they got old enough.
But listen, when her daddy gave her that $25 and she tried to lie, she wanted to keep what she do. She ended up, you know, let me go and give my mama this money because her mama really didn't know, but she was like.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you gotta think, like, if I'm 1, 2, 3, I grow up and this is the only person that's I don't know any different. So by the time I get to where I have money, I think this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't know any different.
Speaking of Crow, he gonna ask her, "You sure your mama got them bugs?"
Girl.
He said that's why you got the clap.
You sure your mama?
That's how you know that lady body was banging because she done sold your child off and let her get beat the fuck up, and then you still want to snap.
He had that snapping turtle. What was it called?
Baby,
snapping turtle.
I thought I snapped everybody.
And he didn't care. He didn't care. Know who she is, what she is, what she doing.
Who was the police officer that they ended up killing? What was his name?
Some with an S.
Was it Angus or Chadwick?
Chadwick. It was. I think it was Chadwick.
Slit his throat. I said, man. He said, I'm gonna kill him. I said, go ahead. I'm gonna give you a list of some more people to kill. Then while we at it, because where's the first man? The lawyer, and then he done forced her to suck his little stanky thingy thing. And then gonna turn around and say she didn't do a good job, so now I'm not doing the services unless she calms down.
He wasn't gonna do no services anyway.
He ain't had no services to do.
He wasn't a lawyer.
I told your mama that didn't even know a lawyer. He didn't even know.
The only one that was smart that knew they get their money up front was Tangerine when she was gonna clean that lady house for that $3. Give me my money first. Then I'll do it.
So she had good sense, baby.
She said, yeah, go and get that real quick. Go and get that.
Yeah, because that one man he used to go, they said, I'm gonna give you $5 and you pick all this thing. At the end they gave him 75 cents. He cried.
Right, bro. I'd have been done, bro. Man.
I would have cried.
I'd have cried too.
Heck yeah.
I'd have cried too. All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up. We got 47 minutes. What's the rating, y'all?
What do we rate this book? Everybody rate it? I gave it a 4.5.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.
What'd you give it, Rayn?
Don't Rayn.
Oh, I think I gave it a 5.
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Leila, did you say what you gave it?
Oh, wait. I do got one more question.
4?
Here.
Who gave it a 4?
Leila did.
I did.
I had a question here for the group. Let me see. Let me find it real quick. Okay. This is one like the life question, or the real question. So why isn't there a larger range of topics when it comes to historical fiction by Black authors? Because if we read any historical fiction other than the one that the Highlander,
that still was about slavery and getting beat up, right?
Like this. But why is it that every historical fiction topic for Black authors is very much traumatic, Jim Crow, slavery? What other topics could we start to incorporate in historical fiction that aren't?
So because they're so limited on our history is. But as we're starting to move up, because we're in 2023, so historical fiction is soon about to be the 80s when we're born. So there's I think it's as time continues and life is becoming less traumatic and we have other experiences, because the historical fiction one, was it The Librarian? Okay, that was positive, where she was doing something with, we can see people that the ladies that did the science,
the personal librarian.
She was the personal librarian.
It's about JP. Was it JP Morgan Chase?
Mm-hmm. So that was a good one. So that we can see where they had positive things, like the ladies that did the space.
Hidden
Figures. But we weren't given a lot of opportunity to be in a lot of places, so we can only write about where we were and what our experiences are. So it's just, I would say,
but I'm confused because it's called historical fiction. Make that shit up.
But it's still supposed to be historical, so you can make it up because it didn't technically happen. But
just like Shonda did with Bridgerton, ain't no black people back in there. But she put us in there. That's what I'm saying.
Wasn't traumatic, yes.
So that wasn't traumatic. So, like I said, if it's historical fiction, it doesn't always have to be about slavery, getting beat the fuck up, or anything like that. Make that shit up.
Your mama always does me crazy. Like that historical fiction, your mama's crazy. I
think people are catering to. Yeah, we like what Shonda did with Bridgerton. We love that. And I think she stepped out of the box and we all like, yes, the queen is black. Yes. How much do you think, as we're starting to move forward, yes, I think people may embrace that more. But all those things, the color purples, all those things have been successful because we don't want to forget. I think one thing is we don't want to forget. We do want our kids to know, hey, this is where we came from. This is the things that we've had to endure as people of color. And I also believe that authors think that they may lose their following if they're not writing things that are believable or actually part of our history. If they're making it up and it's all happy-go-lucky, because they may feel like that is whitewashed. Why are you whitewashing what we really experience?
And who's going to read it? Like if you're catering to your target audience, honestly speaking, if the book had to come out, Bridgerton had to come out, and somebody had said, and not, it wasn't a Shonda thing, it was just like the book came out.
Yeah.
How many people would have read that? Like, would it have been as successful?
Right.
Because if Shonda, like, honestly, although it was good. Because I watched it, but
she's getting all audiences. She isn't just catering. Yes, we're like, yes, the queen is black, but she's catering to all audiences.
Yeah, and that's a problem. You know what? Listen, this is finna open up a whole can of whoop-ins, and I don't give a fuck who say anything different. Okay, this is the problem right here, right now. Listen. There are so many people on every platform that jump on people that's stepping out of the box and writing whatever the fuck they want to write, and i.e. interracial relationships and stuff like that. Y'all jumping on these folks because they're trying to cater to all audience and not just black folks. First of all, y'all motherfuckers don't even support the people when they write black romance the way they was. If they not in that tenfold that y'all support, y'all don't be supporting all the people that write black romance. So don't jump on the people that start to jump on the bandwagon talking about interracial romance or multiple.
Because they're getting sales, because you have to feed your family. And that is true. You are making more money when you open up and have a broader audience. That is absolutely correct.
But you okay with Shonda Rhimes?
But let's look at
over there with the queen. You didn't have no problem with her over there, and you want to support Bridgerton to the full-fledgedness. But there's people that's in the indie space that is writing the same kind of stuff, and you don't support them and got a problem with it. That's
it's good though.
It is good. So don't get it fucked up.
So
it is good.
I used to have my whole Thursdays, man.
Even back in the day, we've seen in movies with some of these doo-wop groups that were all black. What do the white marketers do? They don't put their black faces on the albums because what? We're trying to diversify. We're going to put you in your record over here so that you have a broader audience. Yeah, they listen to the music, but we want to make sure they buy it. They're not going to buy it with your face. Now that wasn't cool, but they're looking at the bigger picture of making money. As an author, you do have to do, or if this is your business, because as an author, you're your business. You do have to appease the audience. You do have to appease what's going to make sales.
Girl,
Okay, somebody got to find something going on over there. But you have to appease your audience.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting because I feel like every book we read, not even just for historical fiction, but any book that I've read that's like back in the day, it's some crazy ass mama beating her kids, doing crazy ass shit. Even Miss Wiggins, crazy ass.
That shit was crazy.
Like, what's wrong with these crazy?
Everybody got to have a crazy ass mama.
True. I mean, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I know my mom was like, damn, she's making gumbo again.
Shit. That book was good, though.
Maybe that's what we need to be tasked with, finding a positive.
Just something different. It doesn't have to be. It can still be it could still be, crazy, but it just needs to be different.
But I think that as we move on, and it's not about, we're not trying to whitewash our experience as Black people, but just wanting us to see, look, that we're doing different things, that we can also have some different experiences, and that we can have good lives. Like, even though people were slaves, do you not think that they didn't love their kids just as much, or they didn't, try to have wholesome family experiences?
I don't want to read another slave story.
The Yellow Wife is so good.
You want to take the historical fiction off
the Yellow Wife is good, but
it don't gotta be no slave story. Look, I picked the Highlander, but he was.
But that's very few. But that's what Whitney said. It's very few that aren't, because even with the Yellow Wife, like that was a slave experience.
Yep, she was a slave.
She was a slave.
She got by.
That man could never marry her. She did what she did to get by, and she used her complexion to do so. And even still, that wasn't good enough.
Damn, what books are they going to come out about the 80s? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It would be good though. But I read Donald Goins, and his is all pimp stories, but them shits is good though.
Girl,
them shits is good. They ghetto as hell, but they good.
I read them in high school. I bet about
man, I got all them with the new covers they came out with. I got all of them. I love the hell out of them books. And they was like, oh yeah, read Iceberg Slim. His books is the same. I was like, the lies you guys tell. They was over there talking about Iceberg Slim.
Middle school, high school.
Man, them books
I'm
are so
on book
good.
band. No, I just spent $300 on books, so I can't.
You can't buy nothing. Where's your haul? I want to see a haul. Where's your video?
Yeah, why you ain't got your books on your shelf? You got them on the wrong shelf. You got to have them on the shelf that you ain't even put them up yet.
Oh, that shelf looks so exciting. I'm excited.
Right.
It's gonna be nice.
Organize them. But it's like I bought all those. I bought
Ethics and Butterfly, all of it.
Look, I'm excited. Look, what'd you get?
I got all. I just bought the books that I know was good. I bought all the Ethics.
I know you did.
The Butterfly.
You done pay Ashley Antoinette's mortgage this month.
I bought a whole catalog. You need all of.
You ain't paying her mortgage because it ain't worth no 12 books. I promise.
I bought them goddamn books. I bought Shadow Sisters, the little series, because I went in this used bookstore and they got my ass because they was, acting like they was cheap, but that just means buy more books.
They do.
I got a bunch. I probably bought like 50 books.
Have you ever heard of Book Outlet?
I was riding down the street and they had
I was about to say, don't go on there now.
Come on, man.
Wait, because Book Outlet got they're not used. They're when I don't know. No, y'all don't know when authors decide that they don't want their haul, and they have them destroy the books. Book Outlet gets the books before they're destroyed and sells them at a discounted price.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, what's discount?
Like $4 or $5,
like
$13.
Right? I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But they're not used. They're not used. Like nobody's touched them. They just books that
ordered too many and probably didn't sell in stores and stuff, and so you You're not holding on to that. You got to make something off of it.
Right. Oh, I bought these Kennedy Ryan books, the Rebel King and the Kingmaker.
Oh, okay. I want to read those.
And I bought this Tabitha Brown.
You like those books, didn't you, Shannon? No. You said you liked
that.
You said
book. No.
You said you liked that book.
No, I said it was all right.
I remember you like that book was good.
I'm gonna read it. I bought that Cinder Glass book.
Yes, Lord. Yes. Can't wait till part 2.
What else over there? I bought all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you are.
Y'all see what?
What is that?
That's +1.
Oh yeah. I thought you.
Oh yeah, I see the poll now.
+1. +1's right there, front center.
Shout out to
Move your head to the side. Move your head to the side. We can't even see it, girl. Sit like that for the rest of the thing.
I'm dead. Not the rest of the thing. I see the 4th wing front and center.
Yeah. See what we get for next week. Come on, Whitney. Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Please let it be Whitney.
I'm ready. I want Sappy. Can we just?
Yeah. You not. It's not. No.
It's not gonna be Sappy, man.
It's not. So stop.
I want it so bad.
It's all right. You'll be all
right.
And
it probably the book ain't probably even good, but I want it so bad.
Oh Lord.
This is the longest we'll ever.
Right. How long is it gonna stand for?
Trina. I'm telling you right now, if you get sapphic, I'm gonna be hot. Put my list away. I still need to
say 9 seconds. Jeez. I gotta change that. Hold on. Uno momento.
4. 5. Okay.
Right. Something.
What's she getting? I'm thinking she's getting.
Why she gonna get sapphic?
Nah, I'm gonna say memoir.
Oh, no,
I just had urban romance.
She did.
We're gonna switch it again.
Did you take off historical fiction or contemporary fiction?
I told you,
motherfucker.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
Oh, I got a book.
I got like 7.
I got a book. I
got a woman.
I want to give you Your Flowers by M.L. Saxton.
I want to give you your flowers.
Yes.
Is that on KU?
I'm looking right now.
It's not. Her books is. I can tell you already off top. I think she took all her books off.
I might have to put the damn book on Goodreads.
We ain't doing no more on K. That's not on KU.
Oh, if it's under $5,
I'm not paying. And I know she ain't got no audiobook.
Okay.
What was the author's name?
ML Sexton. She took all her books off KU. I know that for a fact.
I just
because of that whole debacle. Is it on there?
I just
check.
No. It's not gonna be.
No, I can't find her. Let's see.
Okay, next pick.
Up in Flames by Eaton Finley.
Up in Flames.
Up in Grandma's attic.
What genre is this?
It's supposed to be sapphic.
Oh, okay.
Why can't I find these damn books? Up in Flames.
Eaton Finley and Sexton James.
Yes. Okay. Look at her. Okay.
Someone show me the cover. I can't
these is right about some men.
A man kind of, yeah.
These is about some men's.
Eden. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, there it is.
Hey.
What you have for me? Look at Leila. Where did you get the book? Did you look on Goodreads, Trina?
No, she don't be looking okay. Look, we might have to talk
excited.
No, we
reading
read
it.
this.
We reading it. We reading it.
Look at
I'm
She'd be like, "Who goddamn white baby is this?"
Oh,
I'm excited.
Come on, we gonna read it.
we gonna read it. Y'all
We're gonna
heard
read
it.
this thing. We got
Y'all
Up
heard
in
it.
Flames
By Eden Finley.
and
Don't see
Saxon
how
James.
the white gays live.
On that note, thank you guys for joining us. This
Yes.
is Late in Life.
And remember, next week we're doing Trina's pick, Up in Flames, by best-selling authors Eden Finley and Saxon James. So until then, guys, bye.